Today's session, we're going to explore the hows, the whys, and the whats of growing with AI. We've got a fantastic group of global thinkers that can help set the stage for folks as they think about their future operation and growth strategies. So for more than 8 years, we've been asking executives who understand transformation and growth to share the why, what, and how to do it. And today we've got 3 excellent guest speakers, Mark, Pavel, and Domonkos, who bring experience to bear on the question of what's ahead. And then I'll share some examples of 3 companies that have gone cross-border and how to think about your growth tech stack today. The session is going to be recorded. Chat questions will be answered later. Again, we'll do our best here. And there will be another deep tech program in March next year. So generally, these are happening twice a year. If you're a corporate or high-tech company watching this, please consider reaching out to Tech Tour to partner. The community's been around for 20 years and has really the last couple of years gone digital and international. And the community has got about 20,000 people all in. There are actually 80 formal members of the corporate venture club, including companies like Philips, Samsung, Logitech, and others. And finally, if you're a VC or startup founder, give us a call later if you'd like to talk about US or EMEA growth. Leaders that want to change the world, they generally face the same challenges. Even before COVID, the paths to the top were getting pretty packed, that there needed to be some better ways to grow. This picture is actually this Netflix video that came out recently called 14 Peaks. And they determined that they wanted to climb the 14 8K meter peaks around the world in 7 months or less. They called it Project Possible because everybody thought what they were doing was going to be impossible. And I think it's a great thing for us to be thinking about for 2022. And in particular, those plateaus that a company faces, and they're really trying to figure out if they've got the growth potential, particularly given the laws of compounding. You can find cases on our site. Zeddy out of Germany, we'll share a case on them shortly, several other clients. But more than that, it's really been about helping to identify not just these customers in blue, but bring insights. So we've had speakers from Uber, H2O in Antwerp a couple of years ago, and others. The framing of what you're going to hear today primarily will be the blue stuff here. We've got a great perspective coming from Mark Tierling, who spent a bunch of time at IBM Watson, and more recently he's been at SAP, and he'll be talking a bit about the role of mini apps and providing some case examples there. Pavel Grzybowski, the Chief Commercial Officer of Algolytics, providing machine learning as a service to delivery companies, food companies, package companies. But then also, if you think about what high quality data, location and geocoded data can do, if you begin to couple that with CRM and customer life cycles across almost any vertical, you get a super interesting combination. And then finally, Domonkos. This is a company that back in 2008, they won the Netflix prize against 40,000 competitors. But the company of gravity has continued to innovate. And not only have they worked with some of the largest marketplaces in the world, but they've also leveraged their knowledge in recommendation and personalization to basically get us to the next architecture, the next generation architecture. And if you ask anyone at NVIDIA, they do pay respects to the research these guys have done in deep learning. I'll close things out with some discussions on remote revenue, provide 3 cases of some projects that we've seen that help companies to grow, and then also talk about the use of AI services. I know a lot of people think AI is a bunch of hype, but you know what? If you know what's really happening, there's actually, I wouldn't believe those guys, because in fact, they're probably getting the compounded benefit of it while you're sitting there, poo-pooing it. So be aware, this is stuff that's happening today. And I think today with these speakers, you're going to find some really concrete examples of how it's being done.